April 17th was a tragic day when a man opened fire on the Florida State University campus in Tallahassee, Florida, putting 2 people in a t-shirt and injuring 6 others. Later come to find out that the man was a stepson of a local sheriff's deputy, in which the weapon that he used belonged to her. The shooter was identified as 20-year-old Phoenix Ikner. Now here's the thing, Phoenix is not his real name. He changed it back in 2020, in which his actual birth name was Christian Gunnar Erickson. His parents was Anna Marie Erickson, and his father was Christopher Ikner. Both Phoenix and Anna Marie have dual citizenship in both Norway and the US. Anna Marie and Christopher had a lengthy custody battle, where according to records, Christopher and Jessica Ikner got married back in 2010. In 2015, Anna Marie was accused of taking her son to Norway after she told his father that they was going to South Florida for spring break, which is a violation of custody agreement. Now here's the thing with custody agreements. For some reason, people tend to not read the terms of the agreement. So this is what I mean when people don't read the terms of the agreement, because custody agreements just don't tell you when your visitation periods are, but it also tells you on where you can go. The agreements vary from state to state. Here's the thing, if you are a mother and you decide to take your children out of the country or even on a cruise ship, you have to get the agreement of the co-parent in order to do so. Even if you're just moving to another state, you still cannot move without notifying the other parent. I have seen in some cases where if a parent moves with a child, they have to give the co-parent the address of where they are moving to, all within the set time period before they can even leave. If the parent actually moves to a different state, the terms and agreement only applies to the state that the case was filed in. So even if that parent moves to a different state, they have to file all over again in that state they moved to. In the sheriff's affidavit, Phoenix was on medication for severe health and mental issues, which includes growth hormone disorder and ADHD. His father also advised that his son has developmental issues and special needs, in which he felt that it would not be taken care of without his doctors in the United States. When Anna Marie returned back to the States with her son, she was arrested and later pled no contest to illegally removing a child from the state. She was sentenced to 200 days in jail and was also given a no contact order for her son, his doctors, his teachers, and his counselors. Later that year in 2015, Anna Marie will file a lawsuit on behalf of herself and her son, seeking $8,000 from Christopher and his wife, in which the lawsuit was filed for slander and libel. Now, slander and libel falls underneath defamation, but they both have different meanings. Slander is an oral defamation in which a false statement is spoken and can be heard by others. An example of slander is conversation, speeches, and broadcasts. Libel is a written defamation in which includes statements written in newspapers, online, or through other mediums. Both libel and slander requires proof that the statement was false and that it was communicated through a third party other than the person defamed. It appears that there was no false statements that were made, and so the case was dismissed. Now, during a June 2020 hearing where Christian had changed his name to Phoenix, a judge would describe Phoenix as a mentally, emotional, and physically mature young adult. The judge felt that his former name was a constant reminder of the 2015 tragedy, which was a reference to the unauthorized trip to Norway. Phoenix would go ahead and attend Florida State University, where he actually joined a political discussion group. But he was later kicked out. And the reason why he was kicked out was because it was reported that he held white supremacist views that was too extreme.
I can't see fucking shit out of this thing.
We ready or what?
Oh, hold on, I'm fucking with my hole. Oh shit. Just made it worse.
Who made this goddamn shit?
Willard's wife.
You make your own goddamn man.
His views were so extreme and fascist that it made other members uncomfortable. It even got to a point that people started leaving the group.
So I'm sorry, I'm out.
He would make comments about the ravages of multiculturalism is ruining America, which I don't understand that because America is based on multiculturalism. He would push the lines during the meetings as well as go even further after the meeting. He was reportedly saying that Rosa Parks was in the wrong.
Who the hell is Rosa Parks?
Who's Rosa Parks?
She's only the founder of the modern civil rights movement.
What? What? Cause she sat her ass down on the bus?
Come on, Eddie, you know who Rosa Parks is.
Man, she was tired. That's what you do when you're tired. You sit your ass down. I sat down on the bus and I got thrown in jail and ain't hear from nobody.
As well as making comments dehumanizing black communities. Now, on the day of the shooting, a witness would state that they saw Phoenix pull up in his orange pickup truck, pull out a rifle, and then start firing. The student would believe that Phoenix had missed because he'll put the rifle back in his truck and pull out his pistol, where he would shoot the woman that was in front of him and then injuring several others. Once the shooting had started, the school would go into lockdown with students start barricading themselves in classrooms. Police would go ahead and neutralize Phoenix, where he was rushed to a local hospital. Search through Phoenix's vehicle, they have found an AR-15 and a shotgun, in which in the state of Florida it is legal for him to own that because it requires you to be 18 years old to own a shotgun and or a rifle. But to own a pistol, you have to be 21. The pistol that he used belonged to his stepmother. Now, the weapon was her former service weapon, which she was allowed to keep for personal use. According to officials, it is not unusual for law enforcement officers to purchase their service weapons. In Florida, when an officer is replacing their weapon, they must do so according to state and federal regulations, which may include purchasing that service weapon. It was reason to believe that Phoenix had acted alone on this. Now, in cases like this, Phoenix would fall under mass murderers, but the typology that he would fall under would be known as Pseudocommando. A Pseudocommando is a single assailant who stockpiles weapons of mass murder, then targets a particular place to carry out a military-style assault. Phoenix is expected to make a full recovery, but his motive is still unknown. I feel that he got the Marcus treatment.
Question about it. Shoot him in the leg.
Come on with that leg shit.
Everybody deserves a little dignity.
What about my dignity? Your crackhead gonna be missing a kneecap. I'm gonna be in a body bag.
Because he was anybody else, he would get the Mike Lowry treatment.
Calm down. I'm calm. I'm calm. What? Hey! Whoa! Whoa! I am way too unstable for that bullshit. Stop all the goddamn movement. Everybody stop moving.
We got our rights.
Why don't you exercise your right to shut the fuck up?
I'm all right.
Two people that lost their lives were 45-year-old Tiru Chuba, who was a father of two and worked for a food service provider. 57-year-old Robert Morales, who was a food coordinator and was also a former football coach. And the 6 people who were injured are expected to survive. Do you feel that there were warning signs before this was about to happen? Or do you feel there was like a spur of the moment type thing? Go ahead and put your comments down below. And if you like more forensic analysis of cases like this, go ahead and stay tuned for more videos to come. And with that, be safe and be watchful of your surroundings.